Yeah, the sound's on. I can see it.
Oh yeah,
some good music, right?
Is this the jazz?
Nah, it's some other one. I couldn't find it. Our usual waiting music, it didn't.
This is cool too, though. I can make something like this.
It's all right. It could be better. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, like I'm trying to hold myself to a higher standard. I'm trying to hold other Christians to a higher standard. And just today, I was trying to hold the police to a higher standard. And it's because that's what we're like, at least Christians, that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to build a kingdom. We're meant to build the best kingdom, the good upon all good kingdoms.
It almost sounds like Greek. Because the Greeks,
what are you talking about?
Dude, like, honestly, no, because I was in church today and I was singing this song.
What song was it?
Gentile. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
But in the verse of one of the songs, like, it pretty much says, like, there is no Jew and there is no Greek.
Yeah.
Right? But if you know your history, Jews, slaves, you know, like, lower class, you know, Greeks were the higher class. Greeks were the Romans, right? If you were of Greek descent, you were of high class. You were of educated, you know. And so to me, I was like, kind of like, oh yeah, like, you know, to be Greek or to be, you know, that was considered that. Then you had the Jews, right, that were like of lesser class, you know.
Yeah.
They weren't as prominent in that, but it's like how you said, like, it's because they kind of held themselves in a higher standard. You know, they were doing the sculpting. They were doing like all the games, the sporting games, like, because they would have boxing matches. But these guys were like the epitome of physical strength, you know, wellness and everything. So I feel like you need to be both humble and, like you said, holding yourself to a higher standard, because you don't want to settle for anything less, right? You got to keep pushing yourself to be the best, to know where your limit is, because in reality, there are no limits. Like, you're only limited to wherever you decide to end it.
Yeah, because think about it, dude. Every, like you're saying, it sounds like, you know, Greek stuff, but just think about it. Every single, if not kingdom, country throughout all of, you know, there's always been like alliances, different, you know, different things like that. Like this kingdom mentality, or this country mentality, this nation mentality. I'll just use a different word, nation.
Nation.
No,
Jerry, it's not Friday.
No.
You got work tomorrow, bro. I'm sorry. No, actually, tomorrow I think he's off.
Who, me?
No, Jerry.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, yeah. He has a different set of days off, right, Jerry?
Can't do Fridays, Saturdays anymore.
Yeah. Hey, let us know when you're free to come on, Jerry. We'll have you.
I might have to do one on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, if not, we'll switch it. Hey, do you know what? I'm not able to. Oh, all right. All right. Maybe not this.
Week. Next week.
Yeah, not this week, but next week, because next week I'm not going to be able to do the live stream on Friday. We could do it on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be great. Right now, on my way. If you're free Sundays, maybe we could do it Sunday. I don't know.
Unless he just got out of work right now.
Yeah, enough in that nonsense. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. Damn it. I'm kidding. I don't feel like driving. Jeez. Wow. We really give people the BBL college. What the?
Bible college.
Oh, Bible college. That's true. I have Bible. No, but we start at 9 anyways. Whatever. I don't know.
Like
I'm having a private conversation on our own. Whatever. Jerry, we'll figure it out. Okay, just let us know when you're free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, but like think about it. Every single like country, nation, whatever you want to say, like they want to hold themselves to. That's exactly what I was thinking. That BBL. It's like BBL. Is Priscilla making a joke?
How does Priscilla know about that?
Is she trying to be funny? Yeah, it's very funny, Priscilla. Yeah, give it up. Give it up for Priscilla. Okay. All right. Like I was saying, like every single like nation, country out there, you know, they try to hold, you know, well, for the most part, they, you know, they strive to hold themselves to a higher standard.
Right.
And that's what everything is. It's to, and that's the fault of humankind is that we try to rely on, where do we rely to put our standards on, or what our standards are.
Right.
Like what we determine is good, what we determine is bad. You know, what do we, you know, and so we have a difference of opinion of that. And that's why I forgot how this even got brought up. I'm trying to hold myself to a higher standard. Oh, with addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because people don't realize, people are so quick to judge people who are like drug addicts or who are, I don't know, addicts of what are other addictions.
I mean, no, but like you said, you could be addicted to soda. You could be addicted to anything. And it's something that you're dependent on, that it's like, man, if I just drink one of these, like it's gonna make me feel better. It's gonna make everything like else go away. Instead of you actually facing the reality of your problem, you know, like what is my problem? How can I surpass it?
If you are dependent on something, you are addicted to it. And that's why like we have a huge problem with people discriminating against drug addicts. And yet like there's people who live their whole lives, you know, myself guilty, to where all I do is look forward to food. Like when I wake up, it's like, what am I going to eat for lunch? Or am I going to have breakfast today? You know, and
She is, Jerry.
and then we look forward to in the evening, what am I going to eat for dinner? Like, you know, or, oh, I should have a snack in between, you know, like all of those little things, like you don't realize you're an addict. You're addicted to food. You're like,
it's fast food.
If you wanted to stop, you couldn't. Well, you know, other than dying, but I mean, like if you wanted to fast for a day or 2 days, you couldn't. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to. Or if you wanted.
Do you do that? Do you ever do that? Like, do you ever say like, you know what, today I'm not going to eat anything?
No, just because my body. I'm not making an excuse, I swear. Okay, but my body reacts to fasting not very good because I exercise.
Yeah,
and like so it just I get dehydrated real quick, and whenever I don't eat it's really hard to maintain. I have a hard time. Yeah,
oh, dude, like no, but I went vegan once too. Like
I never went vegan, Jerry. I just tried out vegan dishes.
I was forced to.
Whatever.
I lost so much weight, but I had no muscle.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to like exercise, but also do exercises that will like build muscle because I'm so used to just running.
You got to be eating protein.
I got to be
carbs. Exactly.
All right. Well, we got a great show for you guys today. Yep. Give it up. Thank you. We have a great show lined up, and you know, plenty of stuff waiting. And so we will get started with that now. Wait, hold on.
Cabbage is good.
All right, thanks a lot, JB. All right.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been told there's gotta be something else or someone there for me.
It's back. All right. So I need to remember that after the intro, unmute myself because that's been a problem we've had in the past. Shut the hell up, you fool of shit. Damn it. All right.
You're gonna be like, what's going on?
All right, our first topic. Yeah, because we don't want to stay up too late, right, JB? You got to work tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's get it going. Let's not waste any time, you guys. Okay. No sound. What the fuck? Shut up,
Because
Jerry.
Jerry saw me doing that.
Shut up, Jerry. All right. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me see which one I want to start off with first. Okay. Do you know? I know which one. Okay. Let's bring it up.
Do we know?
Oh, wait. Never mind.
Don't bring it up.
No. I was gonna say something. Okay. All right, this is our first video. Let me just get everything ready. Okay, 1 second. Have you seen the influx of like extraterrestrial? Yeah, like
I saw a video today about one that landed in New Mexico or something. They actually had a video of the thing, but then everybody's like, "Oh, that's CGI. That's CGI."
for everyone that's like a fan of aliens, like this is the greatest time to be alive.
Oh yeah,
Because like I'm she thinks a lot. Hey Lexi, how you doing? Oh wait, let me see.
shut up, Jerry. Oh hey, Lexi.
Yeah.
Just because he sees your shirt.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Darius lost.
I still need to get Jerry a shirt. I
Yeah.
still got you, Jerry. I'll get you.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed out about that. All right. Well, that like I very much dislike all of the. Did you see Dana White comment that guy calling him an alien in Vegas? No, I haven't. No,
Dana White's an alien.
Let me see. Dana White alien. Let's see what comes up. Dana White alien.
Kind of does look like one.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a normal bald dude.
Well, if you saw the video of the alien,
He looks like Joe Rogan. He looks like Matt Serra. What do you expect? No, I can't find
Nah.
it. If you
probably on Twitter.
yeah, if you could find it, send it to us, Jerry. That way we can look at it. Yeah, but no, it didn't come up, unfortunately. Where Dana White was
Do we
called
know
an
anything
alien.
about that?
Okay,
Hold on. Jessica, what?
that is what I was going to mention. I'm. Oh wait, wrong one.
No,
My
you
bad.
can't mention it. Don't mention it.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna mention. Okay, this very own Jessica Burbank, very very respectable reporter.
Is she?
Yeah, very respectable. Okay, all right, let me bring it up now. Sorry about that, you guys. All right, now here it is. Yeah, so this is Jessica Burbank with The Hill.
I love her hair.
Yeah, let's mute the video so that way we could just watch it.
Wow.
Exactly. Wow. Ah! All right. Okay, never mind. This we have intention with showing this video. Okay, here we go.
In recent reporting, author Michael Schellenberger writes that multiple sources have confirmed whistleblower David Grush's claim that the United States government possesses a number of non-human vehicles.
Non-human
These sources
vehicles.
are, quote, either high-ranking intelligence officials, former intelligence officials, or individuals who could be verified as being involved in the United States government UAP efforts for 3 or more decades, according to his reporting. Schellenberger writes that the individuals said they had seen or been presented with, quote, credible and verifiable evidence
looks like an alien.
that the U.S. government and U.S. military contractors possess at least 12 or more alien spacecraft, some of which they
At least
shared
12
with
or more.
AARO or the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution
Yeah, the triangle
Office,
one. I've heard
quote,
about that
which AARO has refused to provide Congress. The office reportedly said it has not discovered any verifiable information,
Hey, that one
end
looks
quote,
like Star
because
Wars.
it does not have the authority to verify it and may not
Oh,
want
yeah.
to verify it. Joining us now to discuss is Twitter Files author and author of Apocalypse Never, Michael Schellenberger. Thank you for being with us, Michael.
Okay, so this is I'm cutting off before the interview, but this is the big thing is that like now not only do we have reports that that the military has interacted with these UFOs,
Right.
but actually physically has these aircrafts,
Yeah.
and I'm already getting echoes from I forgot his
Bob.
Yeah, Bob. What's his name?
What's his name? You saw that Netflix thing, right?
Yeah.
Where he was pretty much saying that there's a
Bob
Lazar.
Yeah, something like that.
There's
yeah.
a whole branch of military where their job is to reverse engineer these crafts. But he was kind of implying that these aliens, like we're at the bottom of the bottom. Like
Yeah.
they're actually using us to try to figure out, okay, well, we give you this like, because he was talking about like some sort of thing they use for the energy, but it's like a little pyramid thing, and it has like all these cuts like into it, but there's no way for like us humans, or at least in this world, to to recreate that. Like it's almost impossible because it's just like layers and layers of like metal that are like just perfectly like flattened and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
but apparently like we're just meant to reverse engineer this stuff for the aliens. It's like that Rick and Morty episode.
I haven't seen it.
You never seen it?
No.
Where his battery fucks up?
No, it's fine. Okay, but regardless, what I'm trying to say is that this goes to like Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
This very much like goes along with what he was saying that, okay, they hired us. They actually have UFOs in their possession. They wanted us to reverse engineer these machines. And now you have 12 or more. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. You have all of these like,
This has 12 or more.
you have all of these people that are willing to go on record and saying that, yes, this is true, that the military does have 12 or more alien spacecrafts in their possession. And like, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. That, you know, and like what I hate the most about aliens or like Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster or any other like, you know, out there kind of
mystery.
Yeah. Is that like usually the people that you get all the information from or that like, you know, like have sightings or something, they're just not reliable. It's just people that were into it to begin with. And then I don't know.
I've read those things, Jerry. That's why like, that's the whole, I saw that video like a long time ago, but it's just the idea that there is higher intelligence, you know, beyond us, like that we wouldn't even be able to comprehend.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not even, if I were to speculate on what type of, like, you know, is it, they're so advanced that like beyond our, I don't know. I don't even know if I would buy that.
It's just like the physics of this world. There's different worlds. So that means that there could be different physics. You know what I mean? Like our physics, the way we understand it, could be like totally different in another planet, area, universe, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing. Like our understanding is limited to here, to the Earth, to our gravity, to the sun, our solar system.
Yeah.
Go to someplace else where, okay, well, what happens if you put ×2 on the gravity?
But I don't. But if that's the case, then they're using these spacecrafts it's still within our own like physical, like, you know, the physics of our universe, of our planet.
And that's why, like, I think that's what the aliens are trying to do. How can they figure out how to use these machines using their limited physics, their limited, you know, supplies, their limited resources? Because our resources are definitely limited.
Yeah.
Who knows that, you know, maybe they do have, you know, unlimited resources, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So. Well, I don't know. That's why it's one of those things to where like, I'm very comfortable saying like, I don't know. We don't know what this is. I just find it interesting that there's actually new information that kind of legitimizes the previous like Bob Lazar claims, and more legitimate people are coming out and confirming these reports.
If I was rich enough, dude, like, and you asked me like, hey, do you want to just take a cruise around like Mars? I'd be like, fuck yeah. Like just for the day, you know, just hop in a spaceship and hey, let's just go see this, you know. Like I feel like I've had dreams where I'm in a craft and I'm watching like everything kind of just pass by. So it's like if they're holding that back from us, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, very profound, JB. Okay. All right, let me okay, let's continue with this.
But I can't help but wonder, were there pilots of the craft? Do we know anything about that? Is there anything you can say to that effect?
So intuitive.
David Grush, the whistleblower, did say on News Nation that there were, in some cases, non-human pilots.
What?
I did have confirmation of that from one of my sources. I kept it out of the story in part because it was one source, and also I felt like I really wanted to establish that there is strong evidence that there are craft, and I didn't want to get too much into what I had been told about the different potential of there being beings. It's a lot of ontological shock with just the craft, and I felt like let's just give this a minute and let's spend a little bit more time doing this reporting. I would also say I'm not the only person that's interviewing these folks. There are other people in my article. I mentioned former Assistant Defense Secretary Christopher Mellon mentioned at least 4 witnesses. I think he said in his article in Politico over 4 people. I don't know if those are the same people I spoke to.
All right. So that's what's even crazier is that, like, people are saying that, we actually found bodies in this,
Alive,
in these crafts.
dead, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. And so that is pretty awesome. But at the same time, he said it was only one source. That could be like the nerd in the group that like just wants to
Stir shit up.
not only stir stuff up, but wants to like fantasize everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's too many people that because they want it to be true,
Right,
that they'll make up stuff. And not only that, but like, okay, how many people of like that are in the government? You know what I mean? To where like they're in a position of authority to where they can make up stuff and people are more inclined to believe it.
Yeah.
But just because of the sheer number, and I feel like, there's some
It's too exact. That number is like too exact.
there's some legitimate reporting being done on it to where like, I'm willing to entertain it. And yeah, maybe this is actually true.
It's like 12 or more. It's like, no, turns out they have like hundreds of these things.
I think the reason why they worded it 12 or more, I don't know for sure, but it's because like certain people gave like, oh, there's 30. Oh, there, you know what I mean? Like, and so the person that gave like the
Or
least
like,
amount was 12. So
Or
they
like 12 different types. Maybe you have just different types of ships. You know what I mean? Like, because I know there's some like apparently like they go underwater. That there's caverns underneath like the lake up in by Canada and something.
Yeah.
There's caverns underneath, like underwater caverns.
Yeah.
And there's been reports of like them seeing a ship triangle go into the
Like
water
go underwater?
and disappear. Yeah.
I don't. Do you know? Maybe it's 12 different types, but they're just reporting 12
Or more.
Yeah, or more alien spacecrafts. So, it's all. It's all.
It's
And
like
that's why I'm more fascinated. That's a good point, Jerry. I'm more fascinated by the ocean, by how much of the ocean that we don't know about. Every time they go deeper, they find
More
new,
stuff.
Yeah, new organisms, new types of.
it's like maybe
life.
we should just leave the ocean alone.
What? What are you talking about?
Because it's like Pandora's box, dude. Do you really want to know? Do you really want to find out? Like,
Yeah.
Or if once we get there, is whatever that's waiting there for us? Are they going to even allow us to have this type of information?
There's nothing down there waiting for us. There's just things down there.
There's Atlantis, and then there's the Garden of Eden that's guarded by
Oh my gosh! Don't
an
start.
angel of fire.
All right, that's it. Now I gotta really like. All right,
Dude,
now
I read all that through that crazy ass Law of One or whatever.
All right, now we gotta go on to our next topic. Gee, thanks a bunch, JB.
Aliens, dude. You're saying that now you can't deny me my opinions that aliens might be real.
No, yeah, hey, I'm on your side too. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. That hey, this is the first legitimate, like.
Do you? Okay, sorry. I'm on a tangent, right? Because we were talking about
Yeah.
biblical stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think this sort of has any connection?
Yeah, okay, look, I'll say the same thing towards anything else. Maybe.
Right.
But we don't know. We don't even know if this report, like how much of it is actually like truth. You know what I mean? Like how much of this is truth and how much of this is just like,
Yeah.
well, maybe they were
Pandering.
just told to reverse engineer a downed ship. And so like the rumors got out, oh, it's an alien spaceship, all this stuff. And it's really just a downed ship. It's really just a downed ship like from China or some shit. You know what I mean? Like we don't know.
No.
But like I'm totally open. I'm totally open to it being aliens. I think it would be way more fun
Dude, I
if they.
hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I think it would be way more fun if it was actually aliens. But
Dude, but if it's actually like
China.
China just trying to distract us, then yeah, it'd be way worse.
Oh my god, I don't.
That's what I mean. That's warfare though. Like you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
think about it. Like that Chinese balloon that was flying over. How many of those are in the air in different forms? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so,
Yeah.
like, how many of those from different countries?
how do you? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
How do you know
and-
what it is?
Exactly. And so that's perfectly reasonable. That's something that could definitely be, and that might be, that might be something that's very common that we're just unaware of.
Right.
how much
Exactly, yeah. And then they're just trying to play the story off. Yeah.
how much foreign espionage is done
Yeah.
without us even knowing.
Without knowing, dude.
You know?
It's so scary.
Yeah. And it's so top secret that people like Bob Lazar, who are told to reverse engineer these ships, they don't tell them exactly
Where it came
what where it came from. And so all these rumors come out. That's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying that I'm open to it being aliens. I would prefer if it was aliens. I think
Yeah.
it's a lot more fun. But we don't know. And does it go into like the biblical story or all
Well,
this?
because apparently, like now, because of these aliens, like that's the first sign of the rapture coming.
I don't know. These people are crazy.
People are crazy, dude, but it's like,
Calm down. There's ships, okay? There's ships. We don't know where the ships came from. Here he goes with the damn Bible.
the rapture.
I didn't bring it up,
China.
JB, okay? I mean, Jerry. JB brought it up.
Well, because that's just what I saw today. That's what I was reading.
And that's what bothers me the most. Not about you, JB.
No, but people.
Yeah, that's what bothers me about Christians, dude, is like any type of stuff that comes out like this, because they have such a dumbed down understanding of the Bible, automatically they think like, oh, there's either no such thing as aliens, or if there is aliens,
It's
then
the end.
Exactly. Like it
See,
has-
but what if they're not wrong? What if they're not wrong and we're like, you guys are actually kind of right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but we won't know until that happens. We won't know until that happens, right?
Until that happens, all we have right now is a story about 12 ships. That's it. And that's where I'm
that's
willing
it.
to
Let's leave it at that, yeah.
exactly. That's
leave
where
it
I'm
at
willing to leave it. Okay, I'm not going any
12 odd ships. Not American.
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Jesus was an alien. Maybe.
Oh my God. Jesus was a human being. Okay.
And then he turned into an alien.
You can't turn into an alien, dude.
You don't
Either
know
you're
that.
an alien or
Haven't you
not.
ever seen what's it? The one before Alien? Prometheus.
No, I haven't seen it.
You never seen it?
Someone was human and then they turned into an alien.
Well,
Or was it just an alien inhabiting a...
I don't want to ruin Prometheus for you. You should just
That
watch
came out a long
it.
time ago.
Dude, it was really good. Like,
Yeah.
because apparently that whole thing implied that we were an accident.
Yeah.
And whoever engineered us was supposed to destroy us. But then something happened. Like,
Yeah.
they ended up making, because they were trying to create the best, prey.
That's why, JB, what I'm trying to say is that, like, it's been years. You can give a spoiler. Like, it's no big deal, really.
That's just what the basis was.
He's
though.
not trying to ruin Prometheus. That's okay. Thanks a lot, JB.
You should have watched that. I'm surprised you didn't. It was good.
I'll watch it. I'll watch
It was good.
sometime.
It was a good movie in itself, but there was a lot of implications, a lot of,
Yeah.
And then that was what happened, and then that's how Alien started. That's
Yeah.
how, the ship got lost. People went and they found it, and then boom, the rest is history.
Yeah. Oh, sounds awesome. All right. Next up, which one
What's
do I
next
wanna
on the
do?
list?
Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll do Flagrant. All right. So Patrick, what's his name? Patrick Bet David was on the Flagrant podcast last week. And last week we were supposed to go through this, but yeah, we kind of delayed it a little bit. Yeah, we didn't go live last week, and then this week we're a little bit late. So this
But
was
we're here.
Yeah, but we're here right now, and that's what's important.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is what I wanted to go through. Where is it? And the timestamp is 1:44:39.
Right there.
1:44. Oh, I had it.
Right there.
All right.
29.
I wasn't happy with
HRC, human rights something. If you Google what HRC stands for, I don't know what the C stands for. It's Human Rights Community.
Okay, so this is where Patrick Bet David taught me of what the HRC was, the Human Rights Commission. And here we go.
Human Rights is
Human Rights Campaign.
Human Rights Campaign.
Oh, Human Rights Campaign. Damn it.
Goes and gives the scores, and they tell you what you need to do to improve your score of ESG within your company. So guess who gave $100 million to HRC? I want to say in 2012. You can verify this. In 2012, HRC, that dictates what your scores are and comes and scores these people, was given $100 million by this guy named George, last name Soros. Okay? So what, Pat? What's the big deal behind this? So, then we go to a complete different space. You look at Hollywood, what announcement they just made, right? I don't know if you guys saw the announcement they made last week. Hollywood made an announcement, the Academies made an announcement last week. Moving forward, for you to be considered to win an Oscar, you have to have a third of your crew or the main actors or even supporting cast or even people behind the camera be part of the underrepresented community, which the underrepresented community is LGBTQ. I think it's women, it's black, it's disabled, it's all these things that they had, right? Yeah. If you don't have a third be a part of that, guess what? You are not able to get nominated for an Oscar, which means, if we go to Titanic, would have never been nominated and would have never won. If we go to Godfather, it's not going to happen. If we go to all the, Saving Private Ryan, not going to happen. You go to all these great movies that have won Oscars, that'll never happen. So what does this do? A Richard Dreyfuss comes out and says, wait a minute, what are you talking about? The whole concept of being creative was for me to be let loose so I can do what I'm doing. By the way, here's a part that Hollywood has completely lost their minds. Do you know why movies in America went to Hollywood? Do you know the story behind why we make movies?
All right, now he's going in a different direction. But where I wanted to focus on was the HRC portion.
Dude, I was like,
yeah, you were in it. Yeah. You were in the conversation. Okay.
Why did Hollywood go to America?
Oh my God. Okay, well, whatever. Well, I want to focus on the HRC portion because I didn't know this existed. What was it? Human Rights Committee? What was
Human Rights.
I forgot what they called it.
Something.
Okay. Well,
not commission. It was.
I think it was committee. Okay. Either way, regardless, what I learned about the HRC is that, obviously they have a lot of donors, a lot of money, and in little ways like that, he gave an example of how that affects. Gee, thanks, Jerry. Okay, so here's what happened in the video, Jerry. He was telling you that there was something that was HRC given millions of dollars by George Soros, and some of the ways that this powerful collective can control certain areas like film is that they tell you, look, if you don't hire a certain amount of people from this underprivileged area, then you can't be nominated for I forgot what it was, an Emmy or
an Oscar.
An Oscar. You can't be nominated for an Oscar. And so that affects the culture. That affects these are the impressionable.
You no longer have the best people on the job to do the job.
And here's the thing. I've been noticing something and I'm very suspicious about it. And I'm wondering, there's no way that this can this is beneficial for these companies. There's certain companies that it almost seems like, why would they go this route if it only brings negative attention to their company, because there's certain companies that just totally unnecessarily are adding LGBT pro initiatives to their company. And it's where, okay, that's fine if you want to do it, but sometimes it just seems so irrelevant to the company itself. Almost companies.
Yeah, they're just doing it to save face.
And so that's why I don't know if there's many different reasons why they're doing it. They're doing it to save face. Mm-hmm. They're doing it because they genuinely believe in the cause, and this is their hill to die on. Is that look, we're not.
There's nobody that believes in that cause except for the LGBTQ community themselves.
So that's the second option, is that our company isn't motivated politically or socially anywhere except for LGBT causes. That's something we want to be very vocal about. Or there's a third option that maybe there's an unknown benefit to HRC points, getting points from the HRC. Otherwise, there's certain perks to be able to when you put out information like this, when you put out that you're pro LGBT.
Was it you that played that video of a guy trying to get a loan? Oh no, I think I
No,
saw
it
it on
was-
TikTok. It was more of a joke though.
Yeah.
Because like this guy has a company and he's trying to pull out a bank loan, and so the bank loan is like, oh well, what's your culture level like?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it's just me, because he's like a farmer or something.
Yeah.
And so it's pretty much saying like, oh well, we can't get you this loan because you didn't hire any gay people, you didn't hire
Yeah.
any this or that, and it's like, but what about my business?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? What does those people have to do with my business and me trying to make a living for myself? You know?
And that's a good, that's a good depiction of like, kind of where things. Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's what's going on. Is that like companies are actually incentivized to, I don't know, to go in this area, not because they actually, are
Believe,
passionate
yeah.
about the cause,
Or
or not because they're
they're doing it just so they don't get in trouble.
yeah, like, or they could be doing it to not get in trouble, or they could be doing it because there's a benefit to it, because somehow they'll make money off of it, or they'll
there's-
be eligible for an award.
Well, yeah, I could see that, because if you're not for it, then I guess it's kind of like you lose votes. You'd rather gain more votes than lose votes.
Yeah.
But right now it seems like you lose more votes if you're speaking out against this sort of thing.
Yeah.
If you are for it, even if you don't believe in it, you still gain those votes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, it's like, it still doesn't make any sense, because like you're still promoting something that you half-heartedly believe in just to try to get by, try to make some money. Either way, they're still trying to make money off of them.
Look, if you're a company that your hands are tied, and look, if I don't put out this pro LGBT stuff, and look, I don't have anything against the LGBT
We
movement.
need to put a rainbow in the background.
That's why anybody could do whatever they want to do. They can enjoy their lives the way they want to enjoy their lives. Obviously I have a worldview that molds the way that I pursue my life, and that includes not forcing anybody to,
Right.
or,
Right.
to live their life a certain way. Okay. With that being said, say it,
Say it slowly.
say it one more time and I'll believe you. Hey, Jerry doesn't really have that much of a lag, right? I feel like
Nah,
he's right
he's
in.
good.
He's right here in the conversation with us. Great job.
He kind of won't stop.
But that's why I don't have anything against the LGBT community. It's just odd when I'm seeing such like companies that take no political stances, companies that don't, like they don't make any social commentary, but yet all of a sudden they're doing all this pro LGBT stuff, and it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder, like, there has to be some incentive that we're not aware of.
Okay, so then
out there.
it's kind of like how he said, somebody's paying somebody underneath the table,
Well, not underneath the table. I think
Or,
it's
yeah,
it's just
it
there's
could be
some,
more obvious,
There's some
yeah.
type of incentive that we're just unaware of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with money.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. In this case, it was an award, right? Like you're not eligible for an award.
that's money though.
Yeah.
You win an Oscar, you gain that fame, you get that notoriety, you get more money.
In the end, it all adds up to money. Money. Hell yeah. Money.
See, and that's the thing though. Everything else is just a distraction, like to try to take your money.
All right, let me bring up that tweet that Jerry told me about. All right. So Dana White has reportedly found the 7-foot alien that was spotted in Las Vegas. All right. So this guy commented on, I guess he commented on something that Dana White posted. No one cares. And then Dana White put, holy shit, I just found the 7-foot alien people I've been seeing walking around Las Vegas. This is him. Wow. Is that what Jerry told me to?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow. Well, a good one.
I do
Dana.
can sue Dana
I don't know.
for defamation.
Yeah. Well, whatever. That's not whatever. Okay. Regardless.
He's like, I'm not an alien.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Jerry. I did not know about that.
Was that what you were talking about, Jerry?
Yeah, he sent it to me. So
Oh, that's the.
yeah.
Ah,
All
dang,
right.
I think he really left. Well, he has the day off tomorrow, anyways. He's probably getting ready for bed, anyways.
Yeah. We'll
Or tell him to come back.
make ourselves feel better by saying that.
Text him to come back.
All right. Okay. So I've been making a huge push against what's called mythicism, and it's just like I don't know. It's to where people like. Okay, let me put it all. Let me tell you something you already know. I'm a Christian, right? I've been.
Oh,
a
I
Christian.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been a Christian. No big deal, right? Okay. Well, oh, he's
Hey,
back.
he's
Hey.
He never left.
Hell
Love you,
yeah.
Jerry.
Jerry's back. Yes, Jerry, I'm a Christian. All right. And so there's been this recent movement called mythicism. And they're trying to it's a narrative that there was no historical Jesus.
Right. Okay.
There is no Jesus never existed. He was a made up character.
Right.
Based off of legends of like dying and rising gods.
Right.
And I've slowly gone through it a little bit, like, when we done the podcast. I don't think I've had an opportunity to
We've touched on it.
clip it up into our reels, but maybe I don't know, maybe this one I'll clip it up. But okay. And so Bart Ehrman has been a huge help because he's a very well respected New Testament scholar, historian, and he's written crap load of books on the subject. He's an atheist, or I'm sorry, he's an agnostic, not a Christian. If anything, he's had debates against Christians.
Right.
And when he speaks in historian terms. He doesn't and that's why that's why I really recommend the his book Did Jesus Exist, because he breaks it down of how you need to ask the right questions. Like, people are too dumb to know what
I mean, that's fair though. Most people won't know what questions to ask.
Exactly. Yeah, because people think that obviously I don't know, Alexander the Great existed, right? Like there's records and
books
all
and
this
shit,
stuff and this. Yes, every single country thousands of years ago kept records of history that went on in their in their culture, and they kept it in these caves that had been preserved. No. There's so many historical people to where there's different methods and methods upon different methods that we use to determine what is history, what is not history. Mm-hmm. And so the question that was asked to Bart Ehrman in this clip that I'm going to show you is that, well, what about if we were to look at the Gospels, the four Gospels, Mark, Tom, Travis, and no, I'm just kidding. If we were to look at the four different Gospels,
Travis Barker,
what is the, would it be fair to look at it as if, maybe it was a myth, maybe it was written, maybe it was never meant to be historical. It was meant to be written metaphorically.
Yeah.
As if he was
almost like a poem.
Yeah, like he was a mythical figure. And so this is where the conversation starts off.
Different from each other. The first has to do with the genre of the Gospels. And, if you want to go kind of I think you said the mythical route.
Right.
So I don't think what you do is you kind of choose something, you pick something out of the air. I think what you do is you read a lot of ancient literature and you try to see how literature works. So you have all sorts of different kinds of writings from the ancient world. You've got philosophers, you've got historians, you got biographers, you got people writing religious texts, you got people writing myths, you've got people,
Shut up, Jerry.
You got hundreds of different kinds of writings. And so what you do is you read massively and you try to figure out, well, how does this kind of group of writings work together? You have groups that are trying to do historiography. Suppose you've got histories of Rome. Okay, so how do they work? Their history, and so they're similar because they have this characteristic, these are the characteristics they have lots of things different from each other, but they have these characteristics that hold them together as a genre of literature.
Exactly.
And you have these other things. You got these myths, and this is how they work. Boom, 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 boom. And you've got poetry. You've got epic poetry. This is what epic poetry looks like. And so this is what you do with modern literature. Of
this
course,
is such common sense stuff that he's saying that people don't think about.
You've got biographies. you got histories, you got sports page articles, you got things, and like all of these genres have things in common with each other. But the only way to know it is to read a bunch of them to see what the things in common are. And then if you pick up a book, suppose you pick up a book and it doesn't have a cover on it, but you're reading this thing, and you're trying to figure out what this thing is. Well, you look at what's written in it and you decide, is this a biography? Is this a science fiction novel? Is this a collection of poems? Right? Because you know what the genres are. Okay? So when you approach the Gospels, that's what you do. You've read widely in Greek and Roman literature.
Yep.
And you ask, what is this like? Is it like myths? Is it like histories of Rome?
Tell them what it is, Bart.
Is it epics? Is it what is it
It's
like?
a little bit of everything.
And so scholars who do that for a long time now have said, look, basically these are biographies.
They are
there a lot of
biographies, ladies
that do
and
not
gentlemen.
begin with the birth of a person.
They are biographies, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they're ancient biographies. Okay, and then we're not going to stop right there. We'll finish the rest of it as he goes into it. But I just want to make it clear that people don't. Well, maybe they're saying this metaphorically. Maybe they're saying this like, there are I don't trust myself to. I don't trust on my own knowledge of ancient first century literature to be able to, say for a fact that like, oh no, this is a biography of Jesus, all this stuff or whatever. I rely on historians, on trained historians that have read the different types of literature, first century literature of that area. And then so they're able to, without even knowing, without knowing the background of a writing, to be able to say, okay, based off of the characteristics of this writing, it is a biography. Right. It's a poem. Right. It's a myth. And so that's where he's going at right there. All right, let's continue.
Biographies can begin in mid-story if they want to. So there are certain generic features to biographies that biographers talk about. Plutarch, Suetonius, etc. We have biographies
that we all consider biographies.
They're pretty darn similar to the Gospels. The Gospels are different, but they're not sui generis. They're not like their own thing. They're very much like biographies.
Yep.
Especially biographies of religious people. They are far more like the biography of Apollonius of Tyana,
which everyone will accept,
like Hesiod's myths about Zeus. So it's I think they are biography. Most biographies.
We're good, Jerry. Thank you.
Biographers are basing their work on stories that they've heard. Sometimes written sources, sometimes stories. But Plutarch, for example, will talk about what he's heard about this person or this person. He's heard this story, he's heard that story. These are the different.
And do you know that's interesting that he goes into that they're based off of different things, either earlier stories, and that goes towards his book. Did Jesus exist? And these stories were written down, and then there's theories that the Gospels came from even earlier sources. And it's because there's certain parts of the scripture that are not a part of one of the earlier sources that they come from. So it has to come from somewhere else. And so like, I'm telling you, people our new generation is so dumbed down in their history that it's given birth to like this mythicism. It's given birth to this like anti-historical perspective.
It's kind of inevitable though. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's this whole push of like, oh, like you said, did Jesus exist or did he not exist?
Yeah.
Right. But then that's like, that shouldn't be the focus. Right. Like,
yeah.
Say if he didn't or did not exist, you still have to make that choice. Okay, well, how does it affect you personally?
Yeah.
Is that going to make you do worse things or is that going to make you do better things?
Yeah.
But like you said, they just don't know how to approach the literature. They don't know how to approach the, you know what I mean? I feel like most kids wouldn't even know, like, what's the difference between a poem and, a sonnet or I don't know. There's different types of stuff.
A good example is like video or like movie directors or movie directing, the art of directing.
Okay.
Is that people see it. They see that there's different types of shots. There's different types of lighting. There's different types of like they zoom in or they pan out, all this stuff. but they don't realize that that's communication. They just see it and they take it for granted that it's there, but they don't realize like
They're trying to
this is
say something,
communicating something. You know what I mean? This is speaking to you just as much as the story is speaking to you, and just as much as the characters are speaking to you. You know, and we take all that stuff for granted. We don't realize that this is an art that's in our own generation that we don't even realize is happening. You know, for some people, you know, some people are aware of, you know, directing and, you know, video shots and how.
But I feel like unless you're passionate about it or if it's an interest, then you know.
The layman person, will not even consider that when they watch a movie. They don't think about what the director is trying to do.
Yeah.
They just watch the movie and they enjoy it. I do that. I watch the
Kind of
movie.
pisses me off.
Oh, whatever. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All I'm trying to say is don't make the claim.
I know. That's that whole like you're just kind of just dumbing yourself down. Even if you're not trying to make the effort of trying to interpret what the message is coming across. You know, I feel like that's like, you know, you're kind of holding yourself back a little bit, you know, because then you're not getting the full picture. You're not really understanding what you're taking in visually through the ear or whatever. Like, that's why it's like, no, you kind of have to put that effort. You have to put that effort either way. Like,
I'm not as much on that level, but I get where you're coming from. But like, you know, I just feel like, you know, there's plenty of things that I'm totally happy being naive to. There's things that I just know I'm not interested in. Like, look, I just want to enjoy this. I don't like, you know, you could eat ice cream, but you don't need to care about the way the ice cream was made. You know what I mean? Or the work that was put into making the ice cream. I just want to eat the ice cream.
it wouldn't help you appreciate it more.
Look, I'm sure it's interesting. I'm sure the process is interesting. I'm sure there's an art behind it and all this stuff. But I just want, you know, I'm fine. It's okay. I'll just naively eat my ice cream without appreciating it to the level of an ice cream connoisseur. It might make me appreciate it less, you know? Maybe it's like,
so?
Maybe it's generic, you know, just factory made ice cream. And so an ice cream connoisseur would look down on me eating this type of commercial ice cream.
It's a good thing we don't have those ice cream connoisseurs.
But okay, so yeah, that's the only thing.
That was a bad example because everybody loves ice cream.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, no, that was a great example. Okay, don't talk down on my example. Yeah. Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to go through before we?
No. Well, yes and no, but it's probably gonna be like a lot. I don't know. It's just random too.
All right, come on.
I
bring
want
it
to
up.
do like another thing where it's like, because we were talking about money earlier.
Yeah.
So what are different ways that we can accumulate wealth, especially being younger? But that's like another.
You want to do it on another podcast?
Yeah, we'll do that on another.
Oh, okay. We can talk about it now if you want. It's up to you.
No, just because like I think there has to be more of a baseline that I need to, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Bring
I got
forth,
you. Yeah, no
you know.
worries. No worries. I got you.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to hear JB talk about, I'm just kidding.
Or
Get a job.
we all talk about it.
Get a job. I think it should be number one. Yeah, that's true.
That's step number one.
Step one, get a job. Yeah, I feel like I could provide a pretty clear roadmap of like
Or just
how
different
to,
options.
Yeah, how to
'cause
make it
there's
decent.
there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? There's more than one way to get rich.
Definitely,
So it just
yeah.
depends like what your goal is. Like, you know what I mean? Like what's your personal goal
Yeah.
and how are the steps that you can take to, you know what? Okay. Maybe by the end of this year I'll be here and then you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to progress, to keep progressing.
Yeah, I just really yeah, skin a cat. That's a phrase.
It's a saying, yeah. There's more than one way to skin a cat. You never heard of that?
Dude, I think I have, but I never like
Used
when,
it?
when you said it. It's yep. Oh yeah, there's more than one way to skin it. But I just realized like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah.
No, but like, I don't even. It's not like you're the authority of like the history of skinning cats, but I don't know. That took me by. I don't know.
Or should I say skin a deer? There's more than one way to skin a deer.
I don't know.
think
If that's the same, then that's the same. But it just once Jerry pointed it out, it kind of threw me off a little bit. Yeah. All right. Well,
I've never skinned any cats, but I know that there's multiple ways to do it. I just know that.
oh, really? You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
well-
never done it though.
All right. Well, all right. We're gonna go into our last video. We're doing a. There's more than one way to eat
An ant?
Oh, sorry, my phone cut off. Eat an apple.
There is, dude. People usually go from the side. I started eating them from the bottom. There's no core. You start from the bottom to the top.
What the?
I'll show you one day. I'll bring an apple and I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll film it. Yeah. Oh my
You can eat the
gosh.
whole apple.
What the hell? I eat it from
There
the
you
bottom
go.
too.
Yeah.
What's going on? Am
You
I
eat-
like?
Yeah, you're out of the loop on this.
I need to see you eat it, and then
Yeah.
I'll understand what you're talking about. Because I.
From the bottom, you have the top of the apple and the side and
Yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah. So you eat
You
that little
start from the
brown
bottom.
thing.
No, you stay away from it.
Oh, you eat around
You
the
just
brown.
eat around it, yeah, and then it almost disappears.
You eat around the brown. Yeah. Wait, we're still talking about apples. I don't know. It's just okay. I understand now. Okay, you don't need to show me how to. Okay.
I'll show you. Don't worry.
It was important that we narrowed down on it. All right, our last video, we're doing the 10-part series on Michael Heiser's myths. Well, Jerry eats the brown thing.
We're talking about apples.
All right, we're doing the 10-part series of myths about Bible study. Go ahead, Dr. Heiser.
Second Scholar, a 3-book series on Bible study, the Bible itself, how to get more out of your Bible, and of course, biblical theology. Now, to pick up where we left off with our top 10 myths about Bible study, coming in at number 9, I would put the idea that Bible study depends on sustaining a particular method. Again, that is a myth. Bible study should not be looked upon as some sort of ritual event, even though I understand that routine helps us. We get up, we do this or do that. We have a time to spend in Scripture.
Jerry, Michael
during
Heiser
each part of
passed
the day.
away this year. You son of a... He was probably sick at this time. Jerry, I can't post your whatever. I can't censor people.
You're gonna be just like that.
I need to stick by my morals. If, like, even though it's like
Wrong.
yeah, he just passed away. So at the time of recording this, he was probably in a lot of pain, dying from what he just died of.
cancer, was it?
Yeah, he died of cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, complications due to cancer. Damn, comments are too slow. Let me let's scroll back.
Jerry feels bad now.
If I'm gonna clip this, I can't have that in the. So I guess I was right. He did hate his life. He stuck to his ministry all the way to the end. He recorded things and he did interviews, all this stuff. Kept up with his ministry all the way to the end. Rest in peace, Michael Heiser. I gotta take off your comment. What the hell's going on? All right, I put it up. That's enough.
Depends on sustaining a particular
Hold on.
method.
Let me go
Again,
back a little
that
bit.
is a myth.
Yeah, thank God.
Bible study should not be looked upon as
Jerry,
some sort of
shut
ritual.
up.
9, I would put the idea that Bible study depends on sustaining a particular method. Again, that is a myth. Bible study should not be looked upon as some sort of ritual event, even though I understand that routine helps us. We get up, we do this or do that. We have a time to spend in Scripture during each part of a day. I understand that. But oftentimes people sort of turn Bible study, which is really about a personal discipline to actually study and grapple with the text for the purpose of mastering content and achieving understanding. We take that discipline and we transform it negatively into some sort of ritual. And because it's a ritual, we sort of expect some sort of spiritual buzz outcome from it. That is not what I'm talking about. The whole idea that Bible study depends on some adherence to a specific method, again, with utter tenacity, really confuses the process of Bible study with comprehension. Okay? Process is different than outcome. You can go through a process, you can program yourself, and it can become a ritual, but it doesn't guarantee comprehension at the end of the road. Sometimes you'll have to do different things. Sometimes you may want to vary your schedule. Sometimes you can't have a schedule. It doesn't matter. Bible study should happen at any time it can happen, again, with a specific goal of mastering content and comprehension. Following steps, creating a ritual for yourself does not produce understanding. We need to get that difference in our minds.
All right, I'm sorry. I had that off. I've actually, wait, what were we going to say?
Read it when you want to read it.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
Morning, evening, lunch, whenever. Like.
Yeah, 100%. And I don't think he's going against like the scheduling of when you.
No, but he's like, some people, I know what he means because some people are like, no, you got to read it like as soon as you get up, first thing you do. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you do that every day, then you'll be able to, like, but it's like, no, like, it's better to read anything when you're like, hey, like, I feel like reading something, because then your interest is more into it instead of being like, okay, now it's this time. Now I have to read this. And then you're just there reading it. You're not really, taking it in.
I've been victim of to where I've been told, guys, quick look up what happened at the Mayweather fight. Oh my gosh, Jerry, what the hell? We're trying to run a show here. What are you doing?
What do you do?
Just tell us what happened to it, or send us a video.
He kissed
Mayweather fight. Oh, with Gotti, right? Floyd, John Gotti camp storms the ring after brawl.
Who?
Oh, shoot. What up? Storms the ring. John Gotti. Wait, finish with the dead guy. God talk first. Oh, I know. This is interesting. Hold on. John camp storms the ring and brawls after Kenny Bayless calls off fight.
They threw in the tower or what?
I don't know. I guess so. Hold on. Let's see what happened. Let me try to get this. Okay. Unable to keep Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti from behaving themselves in the ring, referee Kenny Bayless called off the fight, but Gotti 3 wasn't ready to stop fighting and chaos ensued. Mayweather's team quickly leapt to the former boxing champion's aid as Gotti the third threatened to keep fighting after Bayless's call, and that prompted Gotti the third's team to charge the ring, resulting in an ugly brawl and brought the sloppily run exhibition event to a premature halt in the 6th round. Officials struggled to contain the fighters' camps, delaying the 8-round fight for several minutes when entourages refused to clear the corner. Well, what happened during the fight? Did they...
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, the referee is trying to keep them
See, but that's
separated.
to both camps, right?
Yeah, that's Mayweather's camp, and I don't know, I guess Gotti's camp is... Oh, that guy has the good footage. I want that guy's footage. I want the camera, the one that's holding the camera right there. Is that the referee, or is that somebody from the camp?
It looks like a camp guy.
The guy with his hands up? Because he has gloves. That might be the referee. Or I don't know. What's going on here? Did not... Oh, here we go. This is the video we want.
That's it. I need you to stop him. That's it.
That was awesome. But a second, they were doing like an unregulated boxing. That was just a straight fight. That is messed up, man.
Like, you're a professional, dude. You're on a professional stage.
Yeah, that is messed up that he tried to fight him after the... Yeah. Jeez, what the hell? Yeah. I guess apparently... I guess apparently they stopped it because they were acting erratic. I don't know.
Did I play the from the beginning? He tells him something like...
Yeah, I think maybe they're cussing at each other or something. Let's see.
Probably, like, talking shit.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, come on. See, this is why our stream isn't the most reliable, because the internet's crap. All right. Ugh. All right, I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's bring What the hell? What the hell? I'm trying to run a show here, and look what's going on. What do I have to deal with? All right, here. He's just cutting off. Look, at that point, they're just fighting. That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane.
I need to watch the fight now.
Yeah, well, Jerry, thanks for. Well, the fight and the entire event is over.
Everybody's wasted their money there.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, that's interesting. Oh, thanks, Jerry. All right. All right. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's finish the conversation we were having, I guess. Oh my gosh.
Fighting and God.
No. What was even the freaking? I forgot what the myth. Bible study depends on a method, on a more interesting subject or a slightly less exciting subject. Is myth number 9 about Bible study. Bible study depends on a method. I've been victim of being told that the way that we study the Bible is you read the scripture, you think about it, and you say, how does this apply to my life? And then you pray to the Holy Spirit that they'll guide you and, that it'll bring richness to your understanding for wisdom. And then you practice it in your life. And it's this is totally disconnected from what scripture is. Yeah. We just heard Bart Ehrman talk about that, all the complexity that historians have to do to understand that this isn't a myth, that it's actually a biography. Okay, if it's a biography, what other biography do you apply that to? Do you pray I pray that this biography will apply to me or all this stuff and it'll go to my life? And this biography gave me, and now I'm able to practice this in my life. No, what the hell? No, you read it to understand what the hell, at least in the Gospels. You know what I mean? The Gospels, for what that genre is.
Right.
You understand it within that genre. You know what I mean? And then the other parts of and so that's why you wouldn't apply that same method to another part of scripture, to Revelation, right? Because Revelation isn't a biography. It's a person talking about a prophecy. It's a vision. It's
almost myth.
A vision that he had.
More poetry than myth.
I don't even know if I would say it that way because it's kind of, I guess in a way myth, but I don't know. If I were to tell you a story and this story represented something or all this stuff, I don't know, whatever that genre would be. Yeah, maybe myth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then that's the way that you would study it. That's the way that you would interpret it. That's the way that, what is, what
not
symbol?
as something else. Yeah,
exactly. And there's people who have done this, done the same thing.
That's why I feel like people just read the Bible and they take it too literal. Like you said, almost too literal to where it's you're not getting the point at all.
Exactly. You're missing the damn point.
Yeah. But they firmly believe no, it's got to be this or whatever.
I've gotten so frustrated with other Christians saying that it's the word of God, it's this and this and that.
Yeah,
and
that's
dude, you're if it's, if the word of God is, you can understand that there's a book of Psalms, right? There's poetry. If the word of God can speak in poems, why the hell aren't you applying that same understanding to other books in the Bible that maybe they're talking about prophecy with symbols?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which could be, and that's why we have a different understanding of myth that these ancient cultures had of myth. It's not the same word. When we say myth, it's something that's not true.
It's more legends.
And what Paul was trying to say in Revelation, he believed in what he was saying, that it would come to pass. But these things that he believed would come to pass, he's giving symbols of what they will be like he's not saying that it's actually a physical dragon or it's actually like, this or this or that. You know what I mean? Like when he calls Jesus the slain lamb, he doesn't mean Jesus is literally a lamb.
Right.
Like he's alluding to what the sacrifice was.
Symbolism.
It's symbolism, And so like just be smart enough to apply that to everything else. And yeah. But yeah, slowly by slowly, people will start opening their eyes.
It's just more of like education, you
Yeah.
being more aware. Like, not everybody has the same education. Yeah, I don't even think ours was, but I feel like I can read something like that and know, like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're doing our part. That's what's important. Please clap. Thank you.
Trying to, at least.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
You don't want to talk about your incident today?
No, I want
Save
to. I want to save it until we have it. Yeah.
So if you have all the evidence.
Yeah. So an incident occurred today, and I don't know. I think it's gonna.
Mickey finally did one of those.
No, I did.
Know Your Rights videos.
Shut the. Yeah, an incident occurred today with me and a police officer, and so eventually we're gonna do a video on it, and hopefully we got some good footage.
Get the body cam footage. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
dude, honestly, what the phone was, that video you showed me was enough. Like.
Yeah, but okay, so that's why we'll explain the whole situation, and we'll try to have some good footage to go along with it, and some legal breakdown. We are not lawyers. We are not giving out legal advice.
We're gonna go find a lawyer though.
We're simply
law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, we're simply just trying to explain. Whatever. This is just for educational purposes, or just for entertainment purposes.
Well, both. Yeah. I would definitely say educational because
I just don't know what we're legally allowed to say. You know what I mean? I don't want to be held liable for because you have to say for sure that, okay, we're not giving you legal advice. We're just, I don't know. I don't know. There's certain things we have to say to not get in trouble.
Don't do what we say. No?
Jerry was suspended on Facebook chat? Oh my gosh.
Why?
Why? What happened?
He probably put about the, I don't know, eating the apple.
Oh, well, no. Well,
oh, about this guy. He hated his life. He was on suicide watch.
Put him on suicide watch. Jerry, that's why they took you down, Jerry.
That's probably what it was.
This guy hates his life. Put him on suicide. Jerry, you can't say that word. If anything doesn't say just community guidelines, Jerry, we all know why you got taken down. Doesn't say. Oh, we know. Don't worry. Doesn't need a say. Goes without saying what you got in trouble for. It says copyright laws for saying Mayweather. Shut the hell. You're full of crap.
Mayweather flagged him.
All right. All right. Either way. Yeah. Thank you for joining us, Jerry. Son of a gun. All right. But okay. Yeah. So hopefully this coming up week, we'll show the footage. We'll explain the situation. And
You almost did.
And hopefully it'll be entertaining and people will learn something. But until then, have a great rest of your week, and we will do the same and try to enjoy the rest of our week as well. All right. Good to go?
Good to go.
All right. Have a good one, y'all.